Welcome back, folks, to the Joe vs. Al in Dwarf Fortress Too Many Cooks battle. Al's fort continues to lumber on in existential dread. We learn something about barrels and pots that blows Al's mind, and Joe laments the lack of rock nuts. We're starting with Al's fort, so let's head on over there and watch him put animals in the grazing area.
Doesn't it make us sound like, or like, if we have time to thank every person who commented on our Reddit post, isn't that sort of an indication that we're pretty small time?
Like, I don't, these are really great comments. Count Triple, I always like to listen to you guys on my drive to work. You guys make a great show.
Why are you watching YouTube on your drive to work?
That's not the point right now!
Here we are at my fort, where I have just pastured some grazing animals. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sort to non-grazing animals, and these guys can just go away.
Yes.
We don't need to
that's
have them in my pasture.
That's so much extra work you're making people do. I think. Never actually. No, once you put them in the pasture, they just stay put. I can look that up. I have Google.
So I can hit shift for. That's
what?
Annoying.
What?
I forget how this is. Okay.
Which one's which? Well,
yeah,
you know that.
I understood it for a second. Okay, cats and dogs definitely non-grazing.
Yes.
Puppies, you don't have to graze.
KV
That's somebody's
dogs
dog.
you do. KV, whatever that is, the KV
Pups.
things.
Mule foal probably needs to graze. I actually don't
Bunny
care if
does.
the bunny does. Fine. Ducks
does
don't.
Not?
Yeah, cows I assume do. That's something that I started doing on my personal
Not caring about bunnies?
No, just trying to get, to make the field more efficient. I also didn't, I have to unpause the game. I guess I got a migration wave and they brought some stuff and I didn't realize and didn't add it to the field. It'd be nice if there was an auto add feature for all grazing animals to your field. Not field, what do you call it, pasture?
Pasture. I agree, but the fact that they managed to put in the grazing at all is nice. That's all DF hack, I think.
We've got some cooked masterpieces. I want to make sure that we've got lots of, let's go back actually, make sure that I'm not, excuse me. Checking the wooden barrel thing. Okay, so I have that on like a repeat, so hopefully we won't run out. What's up? What do you see?
If the pasture is overcrowded, animals may become enraged and start fights.
Yeah? Cancels fish horrified. So we're having,
so
wait.
Horrified, experiencing emotional shock. Yeah, this keeps happening.
What is he horrified about? There's no body there. There's like a little bit of king crab
There
blood.
has to be a body right there, or else...
Well, it keeps happening right there at this spot is the reason that I say that.
Oh. Maybe it's... Okay, one
Can
theory
I
is that
forbid this zone? Can I just make, like, draw an eye,
business.
forbid a zone?
Yeah.
It's not an eye thing. What if I designate the fishing area? What if I'm like, hey,
you
guys,
can do that too.
Fish over here. This is your new fishing area.
It's free of existential horror.
Hopefully, yes. Now, what would be forbid on the? How would I do that?
I'm looking.
Oh, what's going on here? So are these guys fighting?
Stop asking me questions. I'm trying to look up something.
Dog blood. I'm not actually asking you. I'm just trying to figure out. There's a pool of creeping eye ichor. There's a fisher dwarf. And there's the captain of the guard, which I hope he's not like beating people up for no reason.
One theory is for it always happening here is because it's a fisherman that's horrified, so you just happen to be popping in while he's fishing.
That could be.
Just a theory.
But he always, it's not like he gets horrified like when he's in his bedroom, which he definitely has. Alright, chopping down trees.
I would see if other people are getting horrified. I can't find forbidden. It's not forbid, it's I think it's in the burrows.
Alright, I'm going to ask for all this to be smoothed. Maybe that'll help make them a little bit happier.
Why would this be out here?
Connect our Dwarf Fortress, Dwarf Therapist.
Uses for burrows. Defending
Do you have any pepper for us, Joe?
Etc., etc. The last one is causing insanity. Which...
Yep.
If a dwarf is assigned to a burrow with no beds, then the dwarf can't sleep. If he stays very drowsy long enough, he'll go insane. Whether this is a goal or danger to be avoided depends on your playstyle. What, did you just ask me? Do I have any pepper for you? Mm-hmm. I don't know what that means.
You said you were going to give us a lot of pepper this week. About Reddit?
I don't think I ever said anything like that whatsoever.
You were like, I'm going to be peppering some stuff in here.
Okay, that's not giving you a lot. That's not the same stuff.
Man, that jeweler just got possessed. I sure hope that he wants to make a jewel. I had like 3 things in a row that were like somebody's been possessed. They like either didn't have the workshop or the materials, and that is frustrating. Like early on, can it not just be a craft dwarf's workshop or something, please?
No, I have to make.
Oh, he doesn't have what he wants either. Let's check what he's got. Must have rough gems. Does he not have? Okay, well we can get rough gems. Hit me with that pepper, Joe.
I'm against this now. No, we posted on Reddit, and there was a lot of love from the subreddit, which we adore, and a lot of you had really great comments. Mr. Potts, sorry, I was just assuming Beauty and the Beast. Mr. Potts 0970 is a big fan. This is extremely entertaining. Keep this up. YouTube needs more of this stuff nowadays. Anyway, so I was going to read some of your comments because I really, not to chortle and laugh now. I actually was very touching, and we're glad you guys like what we do.
Yes. It'd be nice if you liked this as much as you like that other guy.
No, we're not petty, Albert. Drug Smash or whatever?
Krug Smash, yes. He actually is really good. You know why they like him better than us, Joe? It's because he's good at the game. We should try to corner that market. Where we don't
Nope, that's
suck.
long gone. Man, I actually went through and was watching some Kerbal last night, and I guess
That
we
was
also
another
say
one
this
where
is,
people who were good at the game, turns out they had like some success on YouTube.
we've switched over to a purely gaming channel. That's why a lot of this old stuff's coming up while we're doing some new pushes. But so yeah, so I went and watched some Kerbal and was laughing at stuff that I'd forgotten about.
Yes. Just so everybody's on the same page. And that. What? Some migrants have arrived despite the danger, Joe. So we're going to check on them.
I don't know how to forbid things.
That is such a big migration wave. I love it. They're all weaponsmiths. They've sent me a whole
What the
slew of weaponsmiths. They're all like, we're kind of okay at weaponsmithing.
That's really weird.
It is pretty weird, yes.
Usually they send cheesemakers and useless.
We're gonna take advantage of that, I think. Where are we at down here? We've got.
How are your cooks?
Stop distracting me.
Sorry.
They're doing their thing. We got a metalsmith's forge. I think is that where you make? I always forget because there's like multiple labors at the same workshop.
What are you looking for?
Weaponsmithing.
Yeah, if it's made out of metal, it's a metalsmith's forge.
Okay. Well, we've got 2 already. We're out of anvils. Let's see if we can make an anvil.
We have iron, so yeah, we should be able to.
Let's make like 5 of those. We're gonna make so many weapons. Listas has slipped into depression, but nobody's been horrified in a while.
Is your guy getting ingredients?
No. So is he? I'm double checking. Did he go somewhere? He was in the jeweler's workshop.
Oh, then
Is that down here? Nope, he's down there.
Here.
I was trying to mine some stuff. There's my gem stockpile. It has, I guess, cut gems.
Yeah.
I'm
auto
going
gem
to. That might be the problem, but all right, we're gonna make
It's an easy fix.
Oh wait, well he is my jeweler, so he should already be. We're gonna make a gem stockpile for just rough gems right there.
That doesn't fix the problem?
It doesn't fix it, but at least it shows me like when something
as soon
has
as a
been.
rough gem comes available, he's gonna be off.
No doubt. I don't disagree with that, Joe. I just think that they should be separate stockpiles at this point. And I'm not sure why I don't have rough gems. Like, okay.
Your miners are mining here. Did you designate it at a 1? Find some gems and put it at a 1 would be my guess.
That's a good point. Like, what is this? This is not a gem right here?
I can't see, Richard. It froze for a second.
I'm looking.
Is this not a gem right here?
A yellow honeyberry barrel? Yeah, barrel is a gem.
It's a gem, but I don't know where your miners are.
We'll designate this at a 1. Like you said. Where are you guys at? Guys?
That's not a great sign.
Well, let's check on it. Sort by nothing. Where are my miners at? I have to go to the top to find out where they are. One thing that's tricky here is that, like, I'm using this cool optimize thing. It does not seem to do as much of, like, the give everybody one job that they're really good at.
Mm-hmm.
We like to do that. I'm gonna get plant gathering. Gonna have at least one miner who's just mining. At least.
I do not know where this dwarf in a cage came from, but he starts to cause some problems in there. Well, here we are at Joe's fort.
Joe's fort.
Trail of vomit. I don't know why.
You know, it's a very, like, neon green kind of vomit.
It's very, very robust vomit, yes.
If I vomited and it was that color, I'm obviously concerned when I vomit.
We didn't look at your cooks at the end.
We did.
We did look at your cooks at the end.
We absolutely did. We talked about how we had 4 over 10 and, like, there was the one guy.
Well, it's a new season here as autumn arrives at the calendar.
Spoilers for the end of my turn, I guess.
Spikes on the right. I'll be hooking up the, this thing.
Generator?
No.
All right. So you're gonna be linking one lever to all of these.
Spikes on the right. That's the pneumatic.
Because spikes and right rhyme?
Ish, yes.
And then heft on the left for the bridge? Because it's a heavy bridge?
Please don't. Stop saying things. Spikes on the right. That's it. That's all there is. Ooh.
Cup on the up. That's your, like, saying. Your door that goes to your goblet stockpile that's operated by a lever.
This is interesting.
What is interesting? You've got a dwarf in a cage? Did you buy a dwarf, Joe?
I don't know.
I'm gonna steal a Joe catchphrase here and say, I don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna build him and see what happens. Let's see. I don't know why there's a dwarf in a cage.
Build that dwarf.
More depression, great. I need some splints, fantastic.
Yeah. If Dwarf Fortress was realistic, they would have probably slavery, I would imagine.
They would have slavery?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can understand why they don't.
Do we not? I mean, it's not that far off.
Well, you can't go and, like, capture goblins and make them work on your fort.
Oh, that's what I want to do, too. So how do I do this?
So you have to go and find the place that you want to raid on the map, and then you hit R.
Okay, so first I go to civilizations? No,
just move around on the map. Stuff? Yeah. So up here, this is the one spoilers for my turn, but I raid this one up here on the upper right.
Douche.
So...
The Dark Goblin Plits of Hargama lines?
And then, you just hit R.
The Dark Goblin Fortress.
Yep, those have more guys in them, and they're probably tougher to get, so...
I do want to check to see which squad I want to send.
Of your many squads. I need to build more squads. If I get another migration wave, I think I'm going to do...
The roughness of crewing.
Some squad action.
His torso's uncovered.
That's like the one place. Is he like a female comic book hero?
Do I send off the good crew or do I send off the bad crew? Because these guys are going to go train.
A boob window?
That's not what I wanted. Oh, you know what?
A vile force of darkness has arrived, Joe.
They came to me.
They heard about your restaurant. No. Yes, we're the vile force of darkness. We have a reservation for 7 o'clock.
Wait!
I know we're here about 10 minutes early.
What's going on?
I told you they heard about your restaurant.
I got that one dwarf in a cage and all hell breaks loose.
These are from my guys. These are across the stream. I sent them into the parallel dimension to attack you.
I haven't done burrows yet. Oh, great. No. Damn it. Stop.
I like how you have just a wide open opening there at the bottom of your fort for...
Oh, good. Someone knocked a bridge down. Great.
That needs to be a bigger alert. When they knock down like a workshop or anything, it just needs to be like, stop the game, flash it up on the screen. Hey, somebody's A, really mad, and B, you don't have a thing anymore. So
be nice.
Yeah.
It would be nice.
So what's your plan here? You're gonna retreat underneath?
Wreck shop. But I don't want anyone getting accidentally killed while this is happening. And this is always good to do. It's a pain in the butt once, but after that, it's fine.
Are you gonna leave that are you gonna put everybody underground so that the...
My civs and then my military is gonna go out and...
Right, yes. I thought you had added to the burrow that top part that is no longer protected by a drawbridge.
I did.
And I don't know how that's super helpful.
I guess that's...
I would hide them behind like the row of cool spikes that you have. I really want to see that in operation. I realize you don't want to let them...
Well, guess what? I had to undo it because I messed up and then...
Wait, so that's not gonna... Are you wait a minute.
Yes.
That's
what
not
I'm
gonna
telling you.
happen?
None of the cool stuff I have is gonna happen. I know. Let's see what we got here too. I'm also, again, that's a pretty pathetic force of darkness. Go get him, boys.
Yeah, I'm actually not too worried for you in this one. I'm
assuming
excited
that's the force of darkness. I hope I'm not setting my guys out to, like...
to kill some merchants that just wandered in.
Would you like some Girl Scout cookies? Oh, God!
It is the season for Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah, apparently I keep seeing that on Twitter.
They're all out. They don't ever come to our door anymore. They're just, like, out in front of the stores around town. Which is, like, you can't get mad at the Boy Scouts for, like, taking all of your girls if you're gonna not even have them do that. Right? Like, they don't have anything brave to do. They're just gonna sit there with their mom in front of the store. They need to come to people's houses.
I don't know what are the Boy Scouts doing.
So the Boy Scouts are no longer just for boys. They've opened up. They have girl Boy Scout troops. I like how Joe's not like actually addressing this, but yeah. So they sort of went to non-gender,
girls.
and then the Girl Scouts are like, wait a minute, what are we supposed to do? Because there's no boys who want to go to girls. I say no boys. There are very few boys who are like,
yes,
boy, I'm going to go to Girl Scouts, guys. I've wanted to do this my whole life. So the girls are like, oh, boy, we get to go camping and, like, throw axes at stuff and things. And then the boys are like, not wanting to do whatever.
Axes and stuff and things.
Yeah. So the Girl Scouts are kind of mad at the Boy Scouts for stealing their girl having thunder, I guess.
This is a whole thing I was not aware of.
Yep. They are still, just in case you were not clear on what I had said earlier, they're still, like, separated. Like, the Girl Boy Scout troops are not, they're not, like, co-ed.
Yeah, that'd be a great way to foster premarital sex. It's a great teach me to just taking a bunch of hormonal boys and girls and setting them out in the woods together in tents. It's a great idea. This might backfire, sir. All right, what are you... Oh, he's a dead dwarf in a cage. That's somehow worse. Dwarf.
So he can't get out on his own? Or
He's
she?
dead.
Right. But I'm saying, like, if you open before you would open the cage and the animal would come out, or I don't know what to do about that. You want to Atom Smash it, maybe?
I mean, I'm hopefully gonna dump him, and then... I don't know. I also don't know what to do about that. I'm gonna build some traction benches. This is what I was doing at the end of my last turn, if I recall correctly. And...
So you want to put him, like, underneath one of your bridges, and then pull the lever on the right, because it's height on the right for the bridges which are higher than the other parts of the fort.
I hate you so much. You're just so mean. Why are you so mean? I don't actively try and make you forget what's going on, do I?
You made such a big deal about the mnemonic. And it's not...
Because an episode I just edited, I literally started hooking up spikes to the bridge lever and completely screwed myself.
Oh, I understand why you did it. One shot max. That's interesting. So, how do you do that, by the way? Is that in the conditions?
No, it's just, hit enter. You can set the maximum number of workshops.
Oh, okay. So that's like, I want one guy working on iron spears, but, like, if I need other things built...
spam it out. Yep.
I like that a lot.
Not a single one of my notes for this segment actually pertains to the game being played. It's all Godzilla and popcorn.
That's the tricky thing, is that, like, there's so much... Okay, seems like they maybe dug that.
What?
Well, when we were in the screen...
No, it's that one right there.
Oh, it is. All right, it's still the one. Who's the guy I just made of... Okay, what did I do wrong?
I don't know.
His current job is...
He's gathering plants.
Current job, gather plants. Did I commit?
So he'll finish that, and then...
Okay. Somebody's cooked a masterpiece. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Clear all labors.
I can't find the forbidding stuff.
Clear all labors. Bop, bop, bop. Commit. Here comes somebody.
Good chunk.
Alright. Now, let's go up here and see if he gets jiggy with it. Yeah, he's no longer in there. That's the nice thing about having the gem guy do it, is that basically he's just going to want to cut a gem.
Does he want to put things on the gem?
He's
Nope, he just
become a
wanted to get a gem, and then you could have.
I want to
you had
do
a
the
rare
job that
opportunity
I
there.
already had.
Yeah, you got a rare opportunity there to make him like find a really good type of gem.
Oh, that's interesting.
Usually, you have rough gems all over the place.
I was, I just wanted to get done, Joe. I was very worried.
I didn't think of it till now either. So,
all right, let's see if. Well, I can find out if my anvils are.
It just got finished. I happened to see it on the bottom.
I thought I did too. It was one of those like, you know, eat popcorn sort of subliminal things that popped up where I was like, did my
What?
You know, the famous
I know. They don't do that, do they?
Joe, I'm making a reference here. I don't know what you want from me.
I just think it's funny that it worked on you. Like subliminal messaging has been long since debunked, but apparently for Albert.
Well,
You
I'm
flash
saying
over
like
to the bottom of the screen, he'll immediately be like, "Oh, iron anvils! I gotta make some of them."
Maybe that's the key. Maybe it's not about the really short thing. It's about like your peripheral vision, where you're not looking directly at it. They didn't get that part of the subliminal messaging.
What you cut out there?
I said maybe it's not about the whatchamacallit, the fact that where is food hauling on? Get off food hauling and architecture. It's not
Derpty Herp has lots of good wishes for us on Reddit. He's rooting for us.
all right.
I was
All right,
discussing
has
the movie
created
of the
a
game
barrel
channel.
ring, honey yellow barrel ring. She claims it as a family
Okay, that's
heirloom.
kind of cool. So they just make a gem, like they make a thing out of the gem.
Right?
Like I would like or unless it's a gem in a ring. Can we see the thing?
I'm looking at it. I forgot what the letter was
Yes.
for a second, but I did find it on my own. Item is a ring of
11
jewelry.
rings can be worn on each finger for a maximum of 220 rings or toe.
What the? What?
I don't know.
Life goals. Hashtag. Like, gotta get that happening today.
You cannot fit 11 rings on your pinky
I'm looking
toe.
at my finger. Okay, that's fair. I thought you were talking about all, like, just irregular fingers.
Fingers, yes, but then your fingers are completely useless.
Hey, these are dwarves, Joe. Maybe they have amazing toes. Let's look at the description. But I
That's
want
true.
now. The next Joe versus Al is the first person to get 220 rings on one dwarf.
Can we do that?
On the item is an image of priced mosses, the hematite weapon rack, in honey.
So I
yellow
don't understand.
barrel.
Is the ring made of the gem, or is the gem set in a ring? It didn't say anything about the ring or the setting.
I think he just cut the ring into a form of a gem, or he cut the gem into a form of a ring. Holy cow! How does Yeah,
It's been a day. It hasn't actually.
it hasn't been.
It
No,
has.
that's not accurate.
For me, it has. I'm juggling penny stuff.
I did. I was gonna say I
Overslept.
missed some sleep. Yeah, that kind of happened. All right, bar block stockpile right here for all these guys. We're gonna make sure that those are iron bars, metal bars. I mean, not like forbid. How is is it a smelter? Forge. All right, they're forging large serrated discs. Make smelt hematite ore. I might want to put another smelter up so that we
Yeah, with
have
5.
right. Build workshop. No, it's a furnace. We already have 2 smelters and 2 wood furnaces.
Yes.
Cool.
There goes the weremammoth. Just like clockwork.
They're both okay. This guy's making
Time
ash.
of the weremammoth. It will be June.
We're gonna get rid of the ash. Oh jeez! Don't do that to me. I thought like my headphones had become possessed. It's legitimate.
Literally a render on the microphone. I do a great elephant. I figured a mammoth sounds like an elephant.
Like I
need to
think you need
splint.
to give yourself some space. All right, JMQ splint.
What?
Like an iron splint. I thought you said I needed a splint. Isn't that what you said?
I did, but before that you told me I needed space?
Yeah, you need to like back way up from the microphone like this.
Oh.
If you're gonna do that kind of audio, Joe. Okay, they're carrying. What happened? This one guy's slow poke. All right.
Have you looked at your cooks?
Yeah, I just did like 5 minutes ago. I
Okay,
got one guy
didn't
at
see where
13,
I
and
would
then
like
they're
to know,
sort of on
did
a
you-
gradient below that.
Okay, I didn't see that.
We should have discussed ahead of time if we're gonna modify our win condition. so that we don't have to be here for 3 more years of YouTube videos.
Yeah, but we didn't.
And so we can get on that sweet 220 ring on one dwarf challenge that I'm all
Just
excited
see if you
about.
well, you don't have to spend time, but I mean, can you go into your military to sign rings?
That's a great point. No, I'll go into my military. Why don't I have... Oh, there's a... Okay. So that would be under uniforms and...
Yeah, there's no ring.
Handwear. So can I go to specific... Oh, wait, no, I have to... I forget. How do I... All right, military. These guys... can I hit N on him?
What's happening?
I forget how to do the specific... Ah! I didn't want to exit out the whole thing. I get frustrated.
You go to
Joe.
the uniform area and you move to the dwarf you want.
There's no dwarf that I want right here.
Sorry, uniforms are... You don't want to sign anything. You want to
Supplies? Equip? Okay, equip. Right. So... And then to this guy? Oh, I want to add... Shift G. Specific gloves, handwear.
You're right. See what handwear... What's under handwear? Oh, no. Yeah, see
It'll
what's
just be
handwear.
like general handwear. No, that's not what we want. If I go to specific gloves, that's gauntlet, gauntlet, gauntlet.
Noton Ruble.
Gauntlet, gauntlet. Glove, 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 glove. Boomer. Can I... Okay, this is obviously stuff for the future. All right,
I'm thinking...
Iron Splint is completed. Like,
I
if
mean,
you...
we could...
If you lock a dwarf in the room with some possessions, would that work? Like,
I'll look up rings
is there a way to like throw food down to somebody so they can't get out but they don't die, other than being
absolutely.
a were-mammoth?
But...
You could have like an airlock system where you like station them in, what would you call it? Like like in their main bedroom. And then you shut the drawbridge to that, and then people can bring stuff into the outer room. And then you shut the drawbridge to the outer room and have open the inner
airlock
room.
system, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how an airlock works.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I don't know what we're making at these foundries, but it's going to be awesome. Oh, serrated iron discs? Yes, please. Meanwhile...
They're making traps.
Yep. I almost, I didn't forget, but, I was not completely... zeroed in on that, so I'm excited to do some more of that. Traps, weapon traps. Gonna throw that right there. Granite mechanism. 10 of those, baby. We have 99 serrated iron discs.
No, you have more than 99. 99's the highest it can show.
Oh wow. Okay.
You took 10 out of it, and it's still at 99. Yeah, so you can start
Crank it up. Wait, what happened? Oh, did I not? And then I'm D done. Sheesh. Okay.
Wait for it. Albert's mind gets blown. This bothers me. I'm getting miasma and stuff because I don't have enough frickin'... I'll make some barrels too. You know, wooden barrels are...
They're lighter than rock pots. What about iron barrels or metal barrels?
Are they lighter than rock pots?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up, Joe. Assuming it's in the wiki.
We do have some. What do we have? Bar-wise, not a lot. Lots of iron. I can make them out of dog soap. Can I make dog soap barrels? Figure that out now. Soap. Apparently I can't. That's annoying to me. I also just think I don't have enough, haulers moving around. Remember someone pointed this out to us? This is the key to everything.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe it's not. This is the roll screen, which I think shows us how prone they are. Not prone, but... What's the term?
So, remember how we've been repeating this fact
barrels?
about how the barrels are much lighter than rock pots?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm on the wiki for barrels here.
Okay, hang on. Let's clarify that this is what we remember Griffin to have said. He might have said something like they're more efficient.
I have an actual cassette tape of Griffin saying this. He mailed it to me.
That is not true.
I wouldn't forget.
Where is your... Alright, Astesh.
He had magazine numbers and letters glued to the envelope so we couldn't trace it back to him. Despite the fact that we know who he works for. And in what capacity? I bet I could track Griffin down in real life even without, like, knowing his real name. Anyway.
What are you talking about?
For most uses, barrels can be replaced by a large pot, which has the same storage capacity and is only 1/4 as heavy as a barrel made from the same material. This is
right.
Typical stone pots will be 33% heavier than wooden barrels. Okay. Fire clay stone, quote-unquote stoneware pots weigh the same as a wooden barrel. Earthenware pots are lighter but must be glazed.
He has mentioned he loves earthenware and firestone, or whatever all that stuff is. Why can't I see what he...
Can you make a rock barrel?
Rock barrel? No, I don't think so.
Then what's the point of this? Pots are only a quarter as heavy as barrels made from the same material with the same capacity.
I don't know. I'm trying to do something.
Can't make a wood pot, can I? Try to JMQ up a wood pot.
I'll get right on that.
Holy wood cow!
Rock. Ah! Oh no, I removed something. God damn it!
That's insane! This is actually not game-changing because there's... Wait, yeah, no, wood pot. Why aren't we making wood pots?
I don't know what's going on. I was trying to
They're so much lighter than wooden barrels, Joe. It's a whole quarter of... It's not... You fool! You never even told me there was such a thing as wooden pots.
I didn't know.
They have the same carry capacity, but they're only a quarter as heavy. I feel somehow like, on the one hand, the thing that Griffin said was true. The rock pots are heavier than wooden barrels. But everybody has been withholding the knowledge from me that you could make a wooden pot that's lighter than everything that we just discussed.
I don't know what's happening. Things went weird. I'm setting off a
dream in me?
I'm setting off a raiding party.
Can you hear it echoing? You might want to build that bridge again.
That's an excellent point.
Take my hand.
I wonder if it was a better designed bridge, it would do better.
If it wasn't like
not talking like an architectural skill or stuff, something like that, maybe. Does that affect the toppling? Can you make a wood? Uh-oh. I'm out of. Oh no, those are bad dwarves. You can stay there, you jerks.
Wait, you captured them?
No, they're dead. They're being put in my corpse stockpile. I'm gonna double check my. Yeah.
They don't have a building destroyer.
I'm out of food. Dun 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 dun.
I don't... The time it takes for a building destroyer to destroy a building depends on the quality of the building. Artifact quality furniture can never be damaged or destroyed, but some kinds of artifact furniture will be deconstructed by a building destroyer.
So yeah, the quality matters.
It says, for instance, artifact statues will eventually be deconstructed. I guess I haven't had that many artifact statues, like into its individual parts, you mean?
No, it means it just becomes a statue that isn't built.
Oh! Okay, that makes sense. I forgot about Dwarf Fortress being weird for a second there.
Yes, that's a thing.
Oh,
a caravan and the outpost liaison. Random voice tells me.
It's not... It's... I don't want to spoil things that happen in my turn, because that's just weird. That's a lot of food. You have so much more food than me. I don't know if my dwarves are hungry, or accidentally didn't scroll or something.
I don't think you scrolled.
Cancels bring crutch, need crutch. I mean, buy some crutches, Joe.
I'm making crutches.
Okay. You do have a depot, right?
I do have a depot.
What happened in my world?
Same thing that happened to my bridge is my guess.
No.
Oh, in your world.
No. I mean, like, your bridge got knocked down by an angry dwarf. The entirety of dwarven civilization didn't get knocked down by one guy who was horrified. Ah!
What?
I accidentally hit play on the podcast on my phone. It was just like I heard voices coming from nowhere. Right, so like I got a caravan. I guess I don't know how this is gonna cut together, but in my world, there's a caravan that shows up, and it's like just some dudes. They're like, "No outpost liaison. What's up with that?" And then, oh no, actually, I know what they say. They say specifically, "How curious," because they always say that when there's no outpost liaison, and they didn't have wagons. And these guys show up and they have an outpost liaison and wagons. What happened in my world where like the wagons and the outpost liaisons got all killed?
Your civilization isn't doing well, yes.
Because of me?
It seems that
my personal fort has failed them?
Yes. I now want that's now canon. Absolutely.
Now these guys are bringing other stuff by hand.
Yeah.
This guy has a mule bucket and the horse bar.
There's a donkey stone.
Yep.
That appears to be a water buffalo chest.
Everybody has a water buffalo.
Ugh.
You're not building that bridge very fast. How many architects do you have?
No, we're not doing anything very fast. I think I have too much stuff. I'm gonna kill some things.
Where they come from, I don't know, but everybody has a water buffalo. Ooh.
I think no, I need their eggs. They're delicious eggs. Don't do this.
Yum, yum, eat them up.
We don't do this. Do this. One of these.
Gonna get that fat rendering on?
Yep.
Again, it's difficult to know how this is going to cut together, but Joe had a tip from somebody that mentioned that fat rendering levels up your cooks pretty fast.
Oh my god!
That's a lot of animals.
I had no idea.
This is why you have so many dwarves in your world. It's because of all the animals. I don't understand why this is happening to me.
It happens. You also might be stuck in a tree, keep in mind.
What, the outpost liaison?
Yes, that happens.
Off the map?
Possibly, yes.
I didn't think it kept track of, like, everybody's individual
off the map,
location.
I'm fudging a bit, but yeah.
Alright.
Or, I mean, it's also possible that,
you're also out of unrotten cookable solid items.
Yeah, that's about to change. I'm about to have a meat explosion.
I'm about to have a meat explosion.
I don't know what that means.
I'm gonna eat some steak.
Stray wolf. Alright, I want to make these crutches. Where did my crutches go? Okay.
I don't know, but there was somebody who canceled a bring crutch because they didn't have any. Encrust finished good with putrefied wood.
Yes. I don't know when I did that, but that's very important.
Yeah, you never worry about, like, jeweling, and then...
No.
You're suddenly, like, on the encrusting wagon?
The auto gem helps a lot.
Okay.
That feels like something that I accidentally typed and was like, yeah, let's do that. What is this square?
Where are you at? I can't find...
This?
Oh, okay.
Oh, honeybee remains. I'm using the mouse like a casual. My bees are dying off, Albert.
I mean, bees are gonna die. 71,000. You cannot buy the entire caravan.
No. I can come close, though. I don't need this.
What about first denial, then the world, Joe? You're passing up that amazing work of non-fiction.
You actually need these splints.
And some crutches.
Do I have crutches? I stopped at crutches. I don't need the $230 crutch. We can...
It's so good, though.
Some of these high-end crutches off.
Think of how happy it would make your dwarves to have a $230 crutch.
It would. It truly would. Definitely don't need these.
I mean, it's kind of materialistic that having things makes your dwarves happy.
Okay. Some social commentary from Albert.
Happiness isn't found in having, it's found in being, Joe.
Uh-huh.
That's what I learned from John Vervaeke.
But shiny... I don't need the plump helmets. Why are you bringing me plump helmets? You're just trying to squeeze, like, yeah, we'll bring you food. I'll just send them plump helmets.
I bought the plump helmets they brought me.
Delicious stuff. You have it. You're not going to use it to... Wow, look at all this stuff.
It's just nice to have in case, like, something goes wrong with your farm.
What's going to go wrong with your farm? I certainly don't need to buy gems from you.
I don't know. You might run. I ran out of seeds in one of my personal playthroughs.
A snail shell amulet?
Silver figurine of a dwarf.
Need that. Gypsum plaster? I'm actually going to keep that.
Pigtail seeds.
Don't need this. I am going to look for rock nuts, because that would really help me. Ugh. Why are you sending me all these bags? Did I ask for this?
Did you ask for that?
I don't know. This is why I hate that screen. I never know what I've asked for. I don't need this. I mean, I could take it and melt it, but I'd be happy at 50%.
Let's see how good your trader is. Mine wasn't.
Again? Trade. Ecstatic. Great. I have failed myself. We don't know what happened to Albert's world, but his civilization doesn't seem to be going so well.
Serrated iron discs, gonna get you in the night.
We could try. No, that would be really difficult, I think. In adventure mode?
We talked about doing. Oh, you mean like retrieving all those rings?
Yeah, I don't know how plentiful rings are in the worlds.
I don't know either, Joe. But I'm all of a sudden pumped to find out. All right, weapon trap. There's going to be one. Granite mechanisms. All right.
I'll say this. I think going forward, we have like a 10-episode limit.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
And then it's just highest person at that point. Because we suck at making goals that are attainable. Our sudden death was to 100 books. We ended with like 6.
I ended with 6.
Yes. Sorry, that was definitely Albert's win. I ended with 3 or whatever it was. I think actually we were in double digits, but 100 was not coming.
All right.
Granted, I think we could have toggled one thing in the library screen and they would have made more books. I lost you there, bud. We didn't know that.
Could have taught what?
Like one of the things in the library is like how many scribes or how many books these people want. There's a thing in the library screen I think we could have set to 100 and they would have just cranked out books.
This is okay. This is like groundbreaking news to me. We spent like that. Okay, yeah, but you can't just be like, well, they want to like you need to like you gotta like bring this home.
I have to bring this home?
Yes.
I need my harmonica. Hang on. Okay.
Man, I want to see somebody get attacked by all these serrated discs now. I almost want to get attacked. I don't want to get attacked, but I'm excited at least that we're making preparations. I guess it'll also take a while to build these because they're going to have to make 10 separate trips for each weapon trap, yes. Right?
But yeah, this concept is difficult to shake once you get into your head that you're going to have tons of iron things impaling goblins.
Oh, man. Just, I almost want to send some people out. I guess we could send a raiding party out, right?
Yeah,
our guys have been training. I can't think of a good reason not to, other than we would be poking the bear. But right now I'm sort of like, I want to see the bear. So I'm gonna go to the world's. Oh, not the. Is it Shift W? That's not it either. Yeah, we'll pull up this thing. Civilization. It's C. And then
civilization.
I'll stay right here.
Wow, that was... we spent too much time together.
The Dark Goblin Pits of Hoary Malines. Can I raid this site? R creates new mission. Assign squads.
This guy's got a pretty good...
I don't want to do that. I want to... Artifacts. We don't know... Okay. Last held by the Dwarf Moothcat. Okay. The Evil Virtues. Location unknown. It's a hamster bone earring. Let's not go send our guys into the unknown for that one.
There's a way. Maybe we're
a mini forge. That's a toy
behind.
Iron hatch cover.
There's a way to just raid people, not just for artifacts. You can get like sheep.
Oh yeah. We actually did. I don't know how to get. I don't know how to navigate these. But yeah, we went up here and just said we could have just said raid, right there. I'll hit.
Okay, I'm reading about
raid this site.
I'm trying to bring home the library comment.
Okay, we're gonna assign squads. We're gonna get the taut vessels, and there they go. Sending some people out on a raid. I hope that they're well equipped. I should have checked that beforehand.
This guy talks about what we're doing, but he doesn't talk about the screen.
I gotta point out,
things.
after having moved the fishing location, I don't believe I've gotten any horrifieds. Okay, there's this guy who canceled drink horrified. That's also
once
by the
a
water.
person is horrified, they don't unhorrify easily. They'll just walk around being horrified and canceling.
We've got masterpieces being cooked.
So, okay, to come back to the actual challenge we're supposedly working on, I found a tidbit in the wiki that I'm going to share with you.
Okay.
because you shared the easy meal thing. Apparently, rendering fat is a pretty quick skill up.
I just got like a level 11. No. Dag nabbit, I keep getting caught by that.
Oh, the were-mammoth.
Why does he even... Oh, I know why he has a job, because they like auto-assign people or whatever. Get off of any... Actually, I don't care if he has jobs. Like, he's not going to do them, but...
Yeah, what do you...
I'm going to put What is this guy so good on? Oh, he's on my gem cutting, which is why I don't have him doing other things. I don't care so much about that. Okay, we can commit those changes. We have drinks brewed. Interrupted by... What? A giant louse?
Oh, this again. Yeah, you have large vermin in your...
I don't know how come you don't have large vermin.
I was just about, to ask that. Apparently...
You were about to share a cool tip with me.
Some tick, like the first tick, I don't know, it's weird. We have very different fauna and flora, and I can't explain it. Masterpiece mango biscuits, that sounds good.
Yeah. What was the thing you were about to share with me?
I shared it, you weren't listening, it's fine.
Okay.
Rendering fat is a quick skill up.
Oh, interesting.
It's like it counts the number of globules, or I don't know what it is. So slaughtering animals is a big...
So you have to slaughter the animals and then render the fat?
It automatically happens, but I'm saying that animal slaughter is animal husbandry is maybe the way to go with this. Possibly birds, which is I'm excited because I have all these. Well, they're not old enough yet.
You can still slaughter them.
Yeah, I want to try and wait. I think that'll give me a big boost.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do some slaughters, I guess. I don't really care about this mule foal. There's a stray keet. Get rid of him. These are all owned, which is annoying.
Yeah, it sucks people have pets. Keat.
I'll just get all these puppies.
A guinea fowl, small domestic poultry, blah, 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 blah. Is there...
No outpost liaison, how curious. The caravan has arrived. Why don't we have an outpost liaison? We don't have
he's dead or something?
depot.
I don't remember.
That's why, Joe. There's no depot here.
That's not why, but...
Didn't I have a depot?
Yeah, people keep knocking over stuff.
Yeah, I guess since it's right here by the entrance. Come on, build it. Build it now. Needs architecture. I assume everybody has architecture? This is one of those weird things where, like,
you're a weirdo thing, I have no idea.
I'm just gonna toggle everybody onto architecture. Oh, I can't. There we go. Lots of people on architecture now.
Blah, blah, blah.
Did I commit?
I want to know what sort of yield you get. I know I've read this before.
Interrupt by a giant masked what?
Oh. What?
A giant masked lovebird.
Yes, I would love to have these things in my fort. I want to breed giant masked lovebirds and slaughter them, and you just happen to... I mean, it's ridiculous.
I don't know how I got them.
You have to go to each animal's giant masked... I know, I don't know why our animals are different.
Stumbling around obliviously, that's probably fine.
You get 11 fat, 15 meat, brain, heart, lungs, intestines, liver, kidney. You get, look at this, it's amazing. You could train them.
Build the dang thing already. They gotta bring each individual block. I think I would be served well if I got some wheelbarrows, Joe. We're gonna get like 30 wheelbarrows.
Made of iron?
Yeah, we have quite a bit of iron. I'm in my personal play, I'm in a world that does not have anything but aluminum and
That doesn't
zinc.
sound right.
What?
Aluminum and steak?
Zinc.
What is the second highest value metal in the game?
What, aluminum?
Yes.
Well, I have a bunch of people carrying around aluminum barrels, so maybe that's why I haven't had a depression spiral. There's a cool... There was a...
what do you get? Where is it?
The Dwarf Fortress wiki, they had a great, like, true facts about aluminum and talked about how it was more valuable than gold for a long time. And
yeah, there was no way to get it.
Apparently the tip of the Washington Monument, until the invention of the separation process for aluminum, was the largest single piece of forged aluminum in the world. All right.
I'm actually right here. I'm reading that. I was just reading that right now. Do you know that Napoleon III supposedly gave a banquet where his favored guests were given aluminum utensils?
I mean, I did.
The others had to make
as I mentioned, I did just read that.
What did the others have to make do with?
Gold?
Yeah, lowly gold utensils.
All right. trader requested, and they're still cooking masterpieces. I'm moving all of my food in here.
Do you have people trading?
I thought they came and they were like, no outpost liaison, how curious. And usually that means they'll show up with, yeah, here they come. Oh, are these stupid elves?
No,
they're not.
They're just poor dwarves.
Wait, are you sure this isn't my returning? No, it isn't. Okay.
No, yes, they decided to become traders.
Well, you said they might bring back calves and stuff. I don't think these guys can afford my prices. I'll buy their donkeys and slaughter them, I guess. All of their livestock. We've arrived and are unloading their goods.
It means your civilization is dead.
Really?
Or the liaison is dead and a new one hasn't been appointed.
What does that mean exactly?
Death? A lot of people wonder this.
Liaison. What is an outpost liaison?
It's the guy from your civilization who's like, what do you need this year?
Why did they show up to my place and say, no outpost liaison? How curious.
No, you're saying that.
Oh. Why am I saying that to them?
You're not saying it to them. Your dwarves are saying, someone's saying it to you. It's informing.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. I don't know who's saying it to who, but.
Well, it's not like they just.
Who's telling you that people are horrified? It's the voice of the game. It's the voice of the game telling you that.
That's not like. By the way, there's no outpost liaison. There literally is a character somewhere saying no outpost liaison. That's kind of weird.
Okay, so it's your. I don't know.
Spiked silver bar.
It's your trader. How's that? It's your trader.
Okay, and he's saying, like, when they show up, he's like, why isn't there an outpost liaison? This is weird.
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna get, like, all of this clothing. They have an excess weight problem here. We'll get all of these plants.
Where is that again?
Over on the bottom right, it says excess weight.
Yes, I see. They can't afford a bunch of wood Wow.
Well, they don't have any wagons.
Oh, that's a good point.
They can't, like, literally can't carry it. All right. I want to get as much. I know they have a lot of prepared stuff, and I'll get quite a bit of that. But I want to get live animals for this butchery thing we've been talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Prepared.
Did you ask for any?
No, and now I can't. Right? Which is annoying.
It's true. How curious.
Cloth, leather.
Just search cage.
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
Oh, I thought you were.
Oh, I don't want just any cage, right? That makes sense.
No, not just any cage.
There's a mule in a cage. Now I have to deal with the thing that you've been dealing with, where like I have to figure out how to set them up and and then let them out and then slaughter them.
Yes. You can just set them to slaughter and then build them and they'll slaughter. That cuts out the step.
Their profit is 30,000. I was not able to buy everything that they had, which was disappointing. Do they have any musical instruments? I didn't have. I'm gonna buy some crutches from them since I don't want to have to make those later. There's an Odom bow. That's probably. Let me get some.
What? The interpretation of Dedic weight brass?
Yeah. It's like.
Alright.
I'm gonna go ahead and buy their sort of some of their books. Kapak Vumon mallets. I think that's a musical piece as well. Alright. I know this stuff is riveting. Although I'm gonna buy some backpacks for if my guys make it back. Steel greaves, iron greaves, trousers. I don't care as much about I already got some of this, yeah. I wanted to just have some stuff on hand. And we'll just keep selecting until we feel like that their profit is reasonable. I don't care about those. I tried to buy the whole thing. I don't have enough to buy out the caravan yet, Joe. That's disappointing.
You're supposed to pick your best and your brightest to become barons, right? Alright.
They're slaughtering all those sows. Let's see how our cooks are doing. Or not.
No. I want to, fish. Make soap. I don't have a lot of people hauling. That's my concern. I got a migration wave.
You've got so many people hauling. I'm looking on the right hand of your side of your screen. That's like 50% of your dwarves.
The left side, though, all of them are fishing.
Oh, you just want to take them off of fishing?
No, I'll just make these guys haulers. I think this will speed things along. Bloop. Maybe like some of these guys do.
What is this, sort by migration wave currently?
Yes. Now, let's go to squad. Don't look at those guys. And sort by cooks. There I am.
So it's still one guy above 10
Eights and
and a
nines.
bunch of people that are about to beat a 10.
Yes. And some migrants have arrived. Did that happen while I was in the...
I think so. What was your... we never did discuss if we're going to modify the win conditions. And
We
what they
can't
would
do
be.
it mid-stream, I don't think. That doesn't seem right.
What do you mean? Like right now we can't do it? Or we
Yeah.
can't do it because we're already in the challenge and we have to go to 20?
No, right now we can't do it. Because that gives me an advantage.
Letting the people in on the... I mean, you already have an
We can
advantage. You have an
discuss
amazing
it.
fort. Your cooks are, I think, probably not... If we took the average, I think I would be doing okay, but you have a lot higher... What is the word? Mean? Or median? I forget which one it
Median, I
is,
think.
where, like, you have fewer guys close
Yes.
to 0. So, you know...
I can't do things
Whenever
like
we
build
have
this-
this discussion, it's going to be... You know, you're going to know where you're at. Can't
First
pick
to
up a
17.
17
I don't know.
with one cook.
With one blow. I've got a dead dwarf in a cage. I don't know what to do about him. I think I do have to
17
Atom
with
Smash
one
him.
blow. I thought my Atom
That was
Smasher
like a-
idea was pretty good.
It is, but I don't have a cancel. There's horrified. I don't know why they're. Oh, that's maybe these guys up here.
You need to build like a wall around your dump or something,
Yeah, I guess I never used to have to do that. It's strange to me.
like a courtesy curtain. What is that tile?
Where? What?
Just like your wall tile looks utterly alien to me right now. I know that we use different tile sets, but that one is like, what?
The O? The big O? The big O.
It's not quite an O, it's like an N inside of an oval?
In God's name are you talking about? I just see an O. It's shaded a bit from the top to the bottom.
Okay, maybe it's Discord messing it up for me.
That could be. I do not see an N. I'll tell you that much. So I've got people out marauding. I just gotta let this run for a bit. That's the problem when you get
They
to
might be
these-
back. They didn't give me a hit R and see if they're back already.
Well, if I go to squad, they're still raiding.
Okay. Joe with his not pausing the game, trying to win here. See how this? I see how it is.
Ugh, look at that stockpile. It's amazing.
What, the stockpile full of goblin parts that's horrifying
dead-
your dwarves?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I gotta say, as like from the perspective of making YouTube content, just sitting here watching the stockpile like
love it.
decompose might not be the greatest thing we could do.
I love it. Just full of dead dwarves that crossed me. They don't get a proper burial, Albert.
They get a cage. You're gonna
I
be
don't know
in
where that guy
jail
in the cage.
after
I don't know
you
where
die.
the guy. I don't. Ghost jail. I don't know where that caged dwarf came from. Did I like get on here in some like sleep Dwarf Fortress? Because there's some
How
stuff
would
here.
I know? You're in a different
where that-
state, Joe.
Cancel sleep went insane. I mean that can't be good for.
That's not great. How did that? Was that? Did he have a mood that he didn't get to satisfy?
Yeah, I can't keep. No, it's just. Oh, hello. Great. Oh, hooray! Yes. Oh, can I send that guy who's insane?
Okay. Probably not.
What was his name? Shoot, and I can't look. Ah, wait. Let's
You
see.
can hit escape to abort. Oh, okay. You can do that too, I guess.
Come on, who's insane?
Adil.
Adil Khanbin.
The madness of King Adil.
Oh, there's no search. Adil.
There's
Adil,
not.
Adil.
And they're not in alphabetical order either.
I don't know what this is. What order is this?
It's probably order of arrival? Maybe?
I don't know. I don't know what. Not a cook, obviously. Come on, Adil.
I'd be very surprised if you're able to send a crazy person. Like, you
Here's
can't
an
assign them to
Adil.
any job.
Adil. Do I have.
No.
Calling all Adils. Yeah, it's not the Adil.
These aren't the Adils you're looking for. Sweet
Udil?
Caroline.
Where did that come from?
I think it's a Neil Diamond song.
I know where it came from. Why did you start singing it?
I've been trying to learn it on the guitar. It's a
All right, who do I
three-chord
wanna-
song,
this
Joe.
guy. You're the lowest. You're the lowest possible. This guy, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Like,
maybe
recommend
it's
more than
sorted
one?
by like
Oh, no.
suitability.
There, pauper to baron. Done.
There is much to share.
I don't know. Did you bring me? I forgot to look for rock nuts, but I bought everything else. So, I want seeds. I want rock nuts. That's it. Just want gaggles and gaggles of rock nuts. Yeah, great. Oh my god!
Drink!
There's no trader there. Did I buy rock nuts? Do I
think
have
you
rock
already
nuts?
did like a whole... Yeah, if they had rock nuts, you bought them.
They didn't have rock nuts.
Boo!
They might have had quarry bushes? Oh, I hate this! The world without rock nuts makes this very difficult.
What are you trying to do with the rock nuts again?
Rock nuts grow quarry bushes. Quarry bushes you can process into a bag for quarry bush leaves, and quarry bush leaves are usually the flower of your cooking world. They're like, I don't even know. They're just omnipresent. They're really easy to cook with. You have tons of them. That's a base ingredient. So then you can, bump up to 3 ingredient meals super easily. They're just whoa.
I will read from the wiki about quarry bush leaves if you'd like to have a more coherent explanation of what you were trying to say there.
What are you saying?
Nothing
coherent?
actually. I mean, you kind of expressed it, but here goes.
Yes, please. Read
Cooking
from the
quarry
thinker.
bush leaves can result in very large stacks of prepared food, thus saving space in barrels. In a fortress that relies on selling large, expensive stacks of prepared food, quarry bush leaves are a great filler. A lavish meal made from whip wine and dwarven cheese with 2 stacks of quarry bush leaves for filler is worth almost 10 times more than an easy meal made from wine and cheese alone.
Easy meal of wine and
So
cheese.
it saves on the storage
sawdust.
stuff, and it also is a way to inflate. Like you can make lavish meals with quarry bush leaves that basically cost as much to make as an easy meal, but are much more valuable if you can get started with the quarry bush leaves.
Yes, which always disappear. I've started forbidding them. You have rock nuts, that's the seeds. I actually forbid them when I bark now because people will eat them, just like
It does
peanuts, I
sound
guess,
like
or
a delicious nut.
a rock nut.
Yeah, it sounds like something that you maybe like would have glazed with a little bit of like honey or sugar or something. What is the kind of nut I'm thinking of?
Macadamia, almond,
No,
peanut.
it's like a peanut.
It's like hazelnut,
It's definitely not a hazelnut.
Brazil nut.
I don't know that I've had a Brazil nut outside of the shell.
You just ate the shell of a Brazil nut?
No, my dad just has them in a bowl by his chair. I see them, but I don't actually experience them in any way.
Okay.
Brazil nuts are weird.
What
I
does he
think
do with
those are the
them?
weird ones.
What does your dad do with them?
He eats them.
Oh, but you never... Okay. I thought you just had them like decoratively or something, and you were like, there they are.
I mean, they might as well be from my perspective. He doesn't usually eat them in front of me. I'm more of a sunflower seed man myself.
Albert imports some exotic animals into his fort after a raid comes back. Dr. Gonzo commented. Scallywag, soft cactus, Draft Yeti 5608,
Here's some...
twig. Dark
Shields
C
and
points
stuff.
out that I should put the version we're playing in the description, which is a very good point.
It
Cake
is.
on Noob wants auto captions, and I think YouTube is just taking its time processing our videos.
You should double check on that.
Magabs.
There might be something you have to toggle on the new channel especially.
I did. I looked through it, and that's what I've been
okay.
able to figure out, I think. Or, I don't know. I guess we had that on in the last channel? I don't actually know.
I'm going to have milk in some of my things. Okay. Honeybee venom barrel. All right, let's see if they'll
better
take...
get that.
This is actually not a very good... I'm going to back off on some of this because I want to make sure they get a decent... Yeah, they're not happy with that. Okay.
No, less.
Yep.
Chunk.
Nope.
Oh.
You get 4. They say there's like they're growing very impatient with you screen.
No, each time you do it, they're getting more and more pissy, right?
No, but there's like a final like, okay, for real now though, bit. At least that's what I got.
Keep the food. Well, all right. This is 10 per.
Yeah.
We have like steel corkscrews that were thousands.
I hate to lose my giant steel corkscrews, but I can make them on my own. So there's
you?
no... Yeah. Well, I don't know about steel. I think I have steel stuff.
Have you ever made steel?
You know what? That's a good point. Ecstatic with the trading. I always hate that. I might not have the stuff, is what I'm saying. I thought that I did.
You got snookered.
Yeah, they're always like, oh, I'm not doing that. And then you back off some, and they're like, woohoo! Yeah!
You fell for
Suckers! What's my time like at the moment?
40 minutes.
Okay. Well, we should be closing up then here shortly. We're slaughtering people. I guess I'm gonna build.
You're slaughtering people?
Yes, we're slaughtering people. I'm gonna build my cages because that's how I want to spend my time, Joe. It's not K for kennels.
J.
Is it J? Yeah, you know about this because you've been doing a lot of it.
Yes. I think I'm done finally.
And then expand. I don't know if I have any I haven't been building cages, so I'm just gonna go ahead and
build them all.
Yeah.
Build them all. Cuban macro.
I've been trying to figure. I have my sort of resolution to do better next time, and
Right.
in that, I was like, I need to make a list, and one of them was to get some macros to catch up with you, Joe, like things for bedrooms, maybe like a whole macro for just like your opening gambit floor, where you think about like, all right, I'm gonna have sort of masons in this area and jewelers over here, and like have it all planned out.
Yeah.
One day,
opening floor
Albert will be better.
Big open space.
Dwarven Child has slipped into depression.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's sad.
I wanted to mission report. Are they back yet? Spoils report.
Oh well.
4 beak dogs, 1 green glass amro block, and an iron mail shirt.
That's awesome.
We did get some. Yeah. So there they go. They run out there. They stole treasure and livestock, and I guess
That's
they came
fantastic.
back. What do I do with these beak dogs? Where are they at? Are they in the cages?
You cook them. They're probably in cages.
That's awesome.
Or train them.
I'm gonna look in my animals thing. Where are they at? Where are these beak dogs at?
Oh, they're
Are
at
these-
the bottom, I think, if they're not tame.
Slaughter everything. There they are.
There they are. Yeah, they're tame.
So
Breed
should
beak
I
dogs
gild
now.
them?
Should you gild them?
I can. They're not good for war. How are they not good for war training? They come in with the goblins all the time, ready to
Jesus
being
Christ.
trained for war.
You cut out so much there at the end.
Is the program not working for you?
Just when you were just that bit there.
I'm just annoyed that like I can't train them for
I
war.
understand. that was conveyed.
Specifically because they always come with the war parties.
Yeah.
They just like hanging out. Like, did they just bring their pets? Is that what's going on? It's so irritating.
That's still. Yeah.
All right, how are we doing on cooking? This guy's still at a 1, which is just, what are you doing? I've got spots for all of y'all to work. How are you not higher than this now? You were at a 1 earlier. Everybody else is bumped up. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 above, I guess technically 5 above 10. And several people about to crest that, and then like my level 1 guy's like, oh, I can't do that. Got some bull calves starving. That's probably because of I bet I need to mess with they're not in the pasture, Joe. I'm betting. Oh, a lot of them not in the pasture. That won't do well for them. Although I did have a lot of them set to be slaughtered, but I think that's my turn.
You're like some dwarves like turkeys for their waddle, their gobble, and their snood.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What's a snood?
Man, there's so many weird things in like turkeys.
Sign
Yeah,
us out. I'm gonna look up
I'm building 2 more kitchens just in case there's not enough for that level 1 guy who's an idiot apparently.
Start to get some of that purple smoke in Joe's fort that no one likes and everyone retches on.
Stray mule has been slaughtered.
Pistachio?
I love pistachios; those are good too. But
Cashews?
you can eat them more quickly.
Pecans?
Cashews might be the one I'm thinking of, and I definitely know that there are like glazed
Pine
pecans.
nuts?
What?
Candle nuts?
I don't know what a
Coconuts?
kale nut is.
Pine nut?
Yes, pine nuts was where I was going.
Pumpkin? Oh, really?
We found it, I think.
Yay! We did it! Da 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 da. I just saw I was out of coal. It's interesting. Really, I'm just letting things unsuspend that. Get some more coal going. Wonder if all the slaughtering and fat rendering is.
Well, I mean, you could check again.
I could, but I wanted to like let it happen. Then check at the end. I only have a few minutes left.
You can let the thing run and just hit read on Dwarf Therapist without slowing anything down.
No, I want it to be I want to get it all tallied at the end.
Okay.
If this keeps happening, my animals freak out and run everywhere. Oh, I need one. I'm actually out of. That's funny. I need one block of charcoal. Because they'll probably get taken. I ran out of coal. To make coal, you need at least one piece of charcoal. You can't just make coal.
You can smelt your what is it, bituminous coal into coal?
Yes, but you need fuel for that.
Yes. I'm familiar with the process.
Yes.
I know that I'm not an expert at this game, but that part I do have down.
Brass skunks have returned! How do I find this?
R?
R. Mission report.
There they go. The weak nets attacked. Oh no, the dwarf was struck down by a troll.
By a peach-faced lovebird man? What is going on?
How is your world so different than mine? My guys just went up there and they're like, oh, some goblins, and they like stole some beak dogs from them, and then you're like encountering so many people. I don't understand why you're in such a different situation than me with everything around you.
How do I see what happened? What did they not get anything?
I think it would tell you go back to R. There's a spoils report. Wait, where did it go? A mission report. Yeah, you don't have a spoils report?
They didn't. No. They didn't bring anything back. Look at this, though. The giant sponge is fighting. Oh, what that's about.
Drink.
Yay.
But not if you're driving to work while you listen to this, please.
Yeah.
Call back to earlier in the show when Joe mentioned that apparently somebody's watching this video. I have done that. I'll be fair. Like, I've had YouTube things that I just wanted to listen to, and I would just have them like upside down with my phone on or whatever in my car.
Apparently, our audio is.
It would be so weird. Do you think we could release this as just a podcast? Like the audio-only version of Joe B. Al?
Yeah, that would be weird.
That way people wouldn't have to like pay the exorbitant YouTube music fee to be able to turn their screen off and listen.
Yeah, I was worried about this.
You were?
What?
Worried about people turning off their YouTube screen?
No, I was worried about my asthma with the meat explosion I'm causing.
You should get an inhaler.
Oh God Almighty.
My baby got an inhaler this week. It was pretty cool. Little gas mask thing that goes over his nose, and then there's like a chamber that you squirt the inhaler into, and he's like, and then he freaks out.
Yeah, my niece had to do that.
He's still sick. Poor little guy.
Aw.
Kept me up like all night. Well, not all night. I was up 2 or 3 times in the middle of the night though, which I don't usually get up. Usually it's my wife who's awake, but then she was sick also, so a lot of sickness going around.
Where are all my barrels and pots going?
Are you making wood pots, by the way?
I'm not. I don't know what I'm making. I just don't know where they are.
How would you not be making wood pots after the ringing endorsement for the efficacy of wood pots that we just had at the beginning of the show?
I just don't understand where they're going. I don't seem to be getting more pots in this area. These are chock full of things. I mean, I guess I sold 10, but
yeah, that doesn't make sense.
I don't know where all my wood pots are.
So one tip that I read, I was looking up sort of fort setup type stuff, and they mentioned that if you are going to have an area where there's going to be a lot of butchering and kitchen stuff happening, a diagonal door will not allow miasma to pass. So like a door on a corner will keep all that in. You don't have to worry about... I've done airlock type things before with the doors where there's multiple sort of a door you open to get to another door you open. But if anybody's playing and they're like, man, miasma's really wrecking my fort, that's one way you can deal with it. Although if you're just going to have all the food on the floor in your dining room, like some kind of weird schlub.
I don't know where my pots are going.
I'm trying to imagine, like, in my life, if I was just like, all right, I have to step over the bottle of oil and the flour and the...
This is my dining room, you poop.
Okay. This is in the
This is just my stockpile, but there's no freaking... Oh, you know what? I know exactly what's going on.
Do you have
I lied. I thought I had no bins on or something.
If you have barrels... yeah, you don't have bins on. If you have barrels on,
bins
barrels should be available.
Yes. Yes! This is what I'm saying. I don't know where my barrels are.
You have some barrels. In the upper right-hand corner, there's a few barrels in there.
I've made hundreds of rock pots and barrels, and I don't know what
those rock pots... They're about 33% heavier than the wood barrels.
I hate this so much. I don't understand what's going on.
Check your stocks.
Make rock pot. Make rock pot.
Is anybody actually doing that? Is there a dwarf in there that's working on that?
Look at all these pots! What's going on?
Oh, you're cluttered.
So that just means that the workshop...
well, actually, I don't know if they're cluttered, but you definitely need to, dump those.
Why? They'll just grab them from the workshop. But no one's taking pots. Everyone's doing other jobs.
That's what I'm saying. They're not. They won't just grab the pots, clearly.
Why are you missing equipment? Why is everyone so stupid? You, sir, you're not doing anything.
Would that be furniture hauling, or what is a pot?
Oh, you're a miner. That's fine. I don't know. But there's a lot of people... What are you doing? Oh, you're fine. Who are you?
Did somebody show up who you don't know?
Yes, basically. That guy was just a wood crafter. I'm not sure how that happened. My animal trainer isn't training animals. What is happening? Oh, he's my clothes maker. Okay. This is gonna be a headache. What is this guy? He's hunting? Interesting. Oh, this guy's ecstatic. Look at him go.
Maybe you should put a furniture stockpile down so that they can store the rock pots somewhere and then they can use them. Maybe they don't want to go and get them from the workshops to do the food storage.
I guess. I've never heard of this happening. This guy's a clothes maker. He has no job. That's fine. But look, in
the bugs thing, it says dwarves will sometimes leave the pots in the furniture stockpile even when using them to store food. It doesn't say anything about them not picking them up out of the workshop.
I have too many fishermen. You guys gotta get going on other jobs. I know I made you fish because it was slim pickings for a while, but we're gonna toggle that off. Like I make him a 9, he can keep it.
We're at 45 minutes, Joe.
Hauling. Okay, well, my cooks are at 17. 10, 10, 10. I have an 8, a lowly 8. You, sir, suck.
You're doing better than me, I think.
I am doing better than you.
Somebody will have to figure out the actual average. Maybe Joe can put that up on the screen.
Nah.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
We'll see. Future Joe. This is just a mess, though.
That maybe... I don't fully understand. It does. They do seem to be furniture, though. So if you're gung-ho for sure about getting rock pots moved, or whatever kind of barrels or stuff, you maybe want to put somebody on just furniture hauling.
Stop my slaughter. I think the FPS bounced back a bit, but I have a lot of freaking animals. Thanks all for watching. We're over here on the new channel now, although that happened 8 months ago because of my editing schedule, but subscribe and like it, and head over to Patreon if you want to support us even more. Goodbye.
Bye, guys. Because of his reputation for murdering someone by allowing him to continue living in a universe where heat death is inevitable, they accepted him into their fold and taught him their secrets. That's just... What?
That's everything.
That's literally everything.
That's so weird. That makes all of us murderers.